What's going on, drivers? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper. If you're new to the channel, you know the routine. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below and let me know you're new. Now, I've done a couple videos about this boycott of New York City and talked about it, kind of put my opinion out there a little bit on it. And I got a little bit of flack. Some of the drivers got upset because I don't support truckers protesting so much and stuff like that, and thought maybe I would explain myself in a little more detail. The reason that I don't support truckers protesting is because in recent years, truckers have threatened it a bunch of times. It seems like about every 6 months, there's something to protest about. Now I'm talking about in America, okay? And it never really happens, and if it does, it's so minute that it doesn't really affect much or affect anything. And with that being said, every time we threaten it, it becomes less of a threat. The public doesn't worry about it. The government doesn't worry about it. New York City's not worried about it. Okay. And here's the other thing. I understand why truckers, some truckers, not all, why some truckers want to protest New York City. Has to do with them weaponizing the judicial system against a political opponent. I completely understand that. I would be against that no matter who the political opponent is. I don't believe in doing that. That's something that's not supposed to happen in the United States. But here's the deal, okay? I'm not jumping behind it because I don't go to New York City now as it is. So it doesn't change anything. I'm not going to affect the freight there in any way, shape, manner, form, or fashion, because I already don't go to New York City. So it doesn't matter to me. Now, I ran a couple polls on my channel, and I'll put them up right here. This first poll was, I was asking, do you support the boycott of New York City? Overwhelmingly, I think it's 75% or more, do support the boycott of New York City. Now, I came back a day or two later and I made another poll asking the people that support New York City, or let me rephrase that. The people that support boycotting New York City, how many of them already didn't deliver in New York City? 66% of them already don't deliver in New York City. So 66% of the people that are supporting the boycott aren't a factor anyhow. They never went there anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's not going to hold that much of a bearing. Here's the other thing. The Teamsters control most of the freight coming in and out of New York City. If they're not behind you on that boycott, it's not going to do nothing. That's the other thing. Here's my other issue with it. How come truckers pick New York City? Why are truckers not boycotting Georgia? Georgia's trying to send Trump to prison. Why are people not boycotting Colorado? Colorado took him off the ballot. They picked New York City because most people didn't want to go there to begin with. They thought it would hold a little more bearing. It's playing a game. And I think that's craziness. If you're going to boycott one for a reason, boycott them all that are doing it, not just that one. Now, as far as my political beliefs, I am a Republican for the most part. Depends on who's running. I'm not a diehard Trump fan, but I'm not a Biden fan either. And I've noticed in the comments that, and this comes from both sides, I've seen diehard Trump people just dogging and talking trash about liberals. And I've seen liberals dogging and talking trash about Trump people, and Democrats dogging and talking trash about Trump people. Back and forth. Here's the thing. All right. If you have a belief, let's say you are a liberal. Okay. Instead of dogging out the person that believes differently than you, why not have an educated conversation about it? Ask them why they believe what they believe, and be open to them asking you why you choose to believe what you believe. Because that talking trash and calling them a Trumper and calling them names, that's elementary school. When I see that stuff, I don't even pay attention to it. That person holds no bearing because their maturity level's too low. If their maturity level is not high enough to hold a conversation about it, I'm not even going to attempt to hold a conversation with them. I'm going to let them think whatever they want to think, because they don't matter. You know, that's the way kids react to each other. Kids knock each other and talk trash. You know, we're adults. If you're at voting age, you're supposed to be an adult. You know, so I mean, instead of saying you dumb liberal or you libertard or whatever, all the other terms that Republicans use, or instead of calling a Republican an idiot or a racist or this or that, why not just ask them? Why not have an open dialogue back and forth? I got friends that support Trump. I got friends that support Biden. You know, go both ways. I got friends that are in the middle, like I am. I'm more of in the middle. Depends on who's running. But we don't knock each other. We don't talk trash to each other. And if the topic ever comes up, it's a, hey, why do you believe that? This is why. And then it's a debate, as adults should do. It's a debate back and forth. It's like people have gotten very immature and almost dumb nowadays. I mean, America's just really gotten really dumbed down. Nobody can have an open dialogue or a debate anymore. They just want to down each other and talk trash. And that's stupid. I mean, that's stupid. That's how our kids act in school. We're supposed to be adults, you know, so, hey, I mean, it is what it is. But don't expect a response from me if you do that, because I don't pay attention to it. Once that happens, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. That person's not mature enough to understand anyway. Now, as far as a protest in New York City, I hope that the people that are doing it are successful with it. That I do hope, because I am against the weaponizing of the judicial system against a political opponent. But I'm not going to jump out there and throw it all over the place and say, hey, this is what's going to happen and it's going to have a big effect, because I honestly don't believe it's going to. I honestly do not believe it's going to do much of anything at all. And we're going to know Tuesday, because it's supposed to start on Monday. If it's going to have any kind of effect, we will know Tuesday, right? You know, and I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to have that much of an effect at all. I don't think New York City is even going to realize that some people are not coming there, because 66% of the people that said they supported it didn't go there anyway, you know, and the reason it was picked is because a lot of people don't like to go there. Because I don't see truckers jumping on the bandwagon to boycott Georgia. I don't see truckers jumping on a bandwagon to boycott Colorado or any other Democrat state that's messing with Trump. They just picked New York City because they know that's one place most people don't like to go anyway. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. That's my opinion on it. And as far as what you support, hey, this is America. I'm all for you supporting whatever it is you want to support. You're free to do so. I'm not going to knock you for supporting it, whether I agree with it or not. Now, if you want to debate it, we can debate it, but I'm not going to knock you for it. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. Remember, we are all truckers out here. Whether we agree with each other or not, we are all family. And let's keep trucking.